Hey everyone, today is day 5 for 31 Faces of Halloween, and we're going to be doing some weird stuff. So let's first pin back our bangs. I thought I had a bobby pin ready, and I didn't. So here is my heart hair clip that has nothing to do with the look. So what could we be doing? Well, based on the title, Melty Face, you should know, well, that, and the thumbnail. So first we're going to start with foundation. I'm going to put it in a little cup because I'm going to need quite a bit to work on this look. And first you're going to take that foundation and draw out the drips of where you want them. Of course, I didn't think about it too much when I did it at the top of my head, and you'll see what happens when you try to do it the way I did. As you can tell, it didn't look quite the same as the bottom, but I liked how it turned out nonetheless. So now that we've gotten it and kind of blended it a little to our face, we are now going to take some, if I can open it, oh my goodness, okay. So we are now going to take some black eyeshadow and fill in the gap underneath the melt. So first I used my angled brush to kind of get more precise around the shape of the drips. And once that was done, I started to kind of fill it in with that one and realized I should use my bigger brush, which also blends it in. Basically, you just kind of want to cover that whole place like your face is melting off of that spot. As for the top part, I did it as if it was melting and kind of stretched with some holes, and did it on the top of my head because if you did it on the bottom, then you would have to do your whole face and it wouldn't make sense. So now that we've done like outlines, let's make it darker. So, ta-da! I outlined it a little bit with some eyeliner pencil and then definitely blended it more. As you can see, I also added a circle on part of my face, which was a lot of fun. Next, we're going to take the dark brown and just shade the top because we do want it to look like drips, and everything requires some sort of shading. Okay, so I feel the need to remind you once more that I have sped it up because this was a long time and it was pretty boring. So next we use an eyeshadow brush and use a little bit of red to show blood or irritation. And usually I just use red to make it look more realistic, because if your face was dripping off, wouldn't you think it would look a little red? Because it's peeling and dripping. For any look that I do, it is definitely based on how you want to do it and how you feel it should look. So now that we're done with that, we're going to do some shading. So if you look more on the forehead part, it looks a little bit lighter because I took some dark brown to the edges, a little bit of black, and then did the red. So it looks like it's more dripping from there. And the black around is also shaded to give the holes. Next, I used some red lipstick and a red lip liner pencil, as you can see that I've already done / am doing, to make it look like my lips are dripping or my lipstick is. So after I put it on my lip, I figured out where I wanted the drips and wiped off that part of red on the top lip, like that area. Next, I took some red eyeshadow and some black eyeshadow, but only a little bit, to shade around the lip to make it look more like it was dripping as well. Now last, I felt that even though it looked like my face was melting, it didn't feel like the right shape. So I took some bronzer, kind of like eyeshadow stuff. I'm not 100% sure what this is, but it was a dark brown. And I used a flat blush brush that was in it to give my face more shape by highlighting underneath my cheekbones to make it look thinner. And when it wasn't quite dark enough, I used a little bit of actual dark brown eyeshadow and sneezed. This just thins out the face, and then I blended it, but it thins out the face to give it more of an illusion of it melting. If you wanted to take it a step further for this look, I would encourage you to paint your neck black and do dripping down your neck and chest as well, but I did not. Next, I just used a lighter color white or yellow to give some shine to the top drips. Alright, so after double checking a couple times, I feel pretty good about this really easy melted face. If you wanted to do more, you could add in some skeleton teeth on the side or make it look like it's pulling over your mouth. Different little details like that are a little more complicated than what I am used to, so they did not get done for me. But know that you can do them yourself. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.